Most of you think that you're living in a province. You think that when you see a provincial park sign, it means that the land belongs to everyone. I grew up in the Cowichan Valley, and I spent every single summer of my childhood in those campgrounds. But that world is changing right under our boots, and most people are not even paying attention to what is going on. In British Columbia right now, the government is quietly handing over the keys to the entire province, piece by piece. They're calling it collaborative management, which sounds nice. But if we take a look at Joffre Lakes, last summer, the gates were locked to the public 4 months. Why? Because under DRIPA, the government isn't just treating First Nations like residents anymore. They are treating them as separate sovereign powers with the final say over who can even enter. And while those gates are being locked, the signs are being changed. The province is stripping the provincial identity off of the parks, claiming it's for reconciliation. Some of these new signs are costing taxpayers $16,000 each just to remove the word provincial and add names that most of us can't even pronounce. And it's not just the signs changing, it's the people patrolling them. We are seeing traditional park rangers now being replaced by Indigenous guardians. These are not just guides. The government is giving them the same legal authority as rangers, the power to issue tickets and enforce laws, but they don't answer to the public. They answer to their own nations. You are literally paying for a private police force to patrol what used to be public land. Now let's talk about the stewardship, because the government tells us that this transition is about taking care of the land. But let's look at the funding. Since 2001, the Cowichan tribes have received nearly $1.3 billion in taxpayer money. Yet in Duncan, there is an illegal mountain of toxic waste on Indian Road that has been leaching into the river for over a decade.
It's disgusting, and it's illegal, and it's dangerous.
From the air, the scale of the dump is extraordinary. Provincial documents say there are 290,000 cubic meters of waste here, about 40% of it construction and demolition waste, as well as contaminated soil. Worrisome pollutants, they say.
If the system can't manage a 2-acre illegal dumping ground for its own people, despite billions in funding, how are they supposed to manage the entire provincial forest reserve? They won't, because it's not about the environment. This is about control. And this isn't just happening at one lake. It's also happening with the water rights in the Cocosila. It's the new zoning bylaws in the Cowichan Valley that were just paused because people finally started screaming. Good job, guys. And the end goal? It's called 30 by 30. The BC government has committed to turning 30% of the entire province into protected areas by 2030. That is millions of hectares of land that is being transitioned away from public use and into the same sovereign management model. They are betting that you won't notice until the provincial part of your province is gone for good. They are creating a world where your access depends on who your ancestors were. This isn't a conspiracy. It is the new law. I'm taking my kids back again this summer for 2 weeks, but honestly, I don't know what's going to be left of BC in 5 years. Wake up, BC, because once the gate is locked, you are not getting those keys back. So share this. Let people know what is happening in your own backyard.